Yes. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Montana, and this podcast is brought to you by Namella Rolling Papers. Matter of fact, Daquan, and the Grabber, too. Let's not forget, Daquan, tell him.
If you're looking for a premium rolling experience, look no further than the Mela Planet Rolling Papers. You get the roller tray, you get the grabber, everything you need to roll up as fast as possible, as conveniently as possible.
Easy.
Tap in.
Everything you need, right there. Mela Rolling Papers. How can they get their hands on some?
You can catch them at themelaplanet.com/shop. Get them online, get them shipped straight to your house. Holla at me personally, send a message to my DM, I'll pull up to where you are with the papers in hand. And then you got a couple stores in them in New Haven. You got Hamden Smoke Shop, and you got Hymatel Smoke Shop. You got Puff City in West Haven. A couple other stores might still have them, y'all stay tuned.
Yes. Yo, Mela Rolling Papers, Mela Grabber, all that. Y'all make sure y'all get your hands on. What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Montana, and this podcast is now brought to you by 95 Trafficking. Make sure y'all use promo code REALRAP for 15% off at checkout, man. Talk to the people.
It's a real rap experience, man. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Montana.
Yes.
It's 95 Trafficking, man. We provide a drip all across the globe, man. Tap in with us. It's 95trafficking.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram, 95_trafficking. 1F2Ks ing.com. We providing the hoodies. We're providing a lot of exclusive drip, and it's gonna keep coming around, man. You already know we doing.
Yes. What's up, y'all? It is your boy, Mr. Montana, but it's a little different now. I know y'all used to see me on camera and whatnot, but I'm behind the camera now. The show must go on. I'm on my Zach TV, DJ Vlad vibe. You see what I'm saying? But as far as who y'all see on camera, let's go from left to right. Who do I have here with me today, man?
It's your boy Smitty D, aka Smitty D, CGE. You already know. We're in the building, CG Management Group. We here. You know what I mean? That's all I really got to say until you ask some questions.
Yes.
That's crazy. Top of the top, Rose Flash, the manager. CGE Management is in the building. Real Rap Podcast. We about to get it. Montana, what's the word, bro?
Well, go on, man. Use none.
Yo, it's your boy Biz the Manager. We in the building. CG Management Group, CG Studios, Creeper Gang Entertainment.
Yeah.
Been doing this shit for a minute. Real Rap Pod, shout outs, man. Let's get this shit rocking.
Yes. Yes. Now, start off like this. We starting off late, y'all. Partially it's because of me. You know, we been on black people time, and everybody here black. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here black.
I feel you.
Got no choice.
To start off, I want to give a shout out to Quan Swish. He got the basketball league, the Swish League out of Ansonia. You get what I'm saying? He got all the kids that want to play ball. He there for like the next generation. So salute to him. He got a bunch of middle school kids in there, high school kids in there, local businesses that's sponsoring the event and stuff like that. So shout out to him. But now let's get to the bullshit. Okay, let's get to the bullshit. Now that I got that about the way, all right? Every time I go there, bleed, this nigga switching up my team. I'm getting players. I'm losing players. I walk in that bitch now. It's a nigga that I drafted. He on some other team now. Quan talk about I gotta make the teams fair, even, so on and so forth. Then gonna try to tell me I gotta draft better. Nigga, I did draft. You just moving them around.
You over here playing, commissioner, nigga.
Yeah, like, you switching my team around and shit, like, and then we end up losing today by like 15 or some shit. For me, but then my high school team on Thursday, when I get ready to go play Thursday, at the time we recording this, it is June 30th. We just came back from my middle school game. High school, what that would be, this Thursday would be the 2nd.
Yeah.
We got the high school game, and a couple of my players gonna got changed over there too, but we still gonna hoop, man. You know, man, cooler heads will prevail. You see what I'm saying? But let's get to this though. Biz, why you was late, nigga?
Oh.
Damn.
Man, why you late, nigga?
Let's
My
get
shit
to that.
a little different. I ain't gonna hold you. I was at a little networking event, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What was it? Connecticut Healthcare Engineer Society. I was at their little event at Lehman Orchards. You know what I'm saying, bumping my gums, rubbing some elbows, just talking to people, getting to know motherfuckers, selling business, you feel me? That's really all I was doing. got caught up a little bit. That's just about an hour out. So I was like, damn, let me hurry my black ass up. I had to change all that shit. Yeah. So,
You was at Lyman. You was picking apples.
Nah. We was on the golf course.
All right.
Let me find out.
Feel me? But now, speaking of business and stuff like that, right? Y'all got this management group going on. Speak to me about like what made y'all want to start CGE management. And for those who don't know, I know y'all might have said it earlier, but just break it down for those who don't know what CGE stand for. What's y'all movement? What are y'all pushing? Who are some of the artists that y'all have? And just give us the background on how everything started for it.
Yo, CGE stands for Creeper Gang Entertainment. All right, Creeper Gang is an acronym that actually was started by our first artist that we managed, BC Wills. He was part of the original conception of Creeper Gang Entertainment 2018. So Creeper Gang stands for creating reasonable efforts, enticing people anywhere, and the gang stands for gaining attention nonstop globally. As a group of black men, we wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like when people see us together, they all automatically want to put us in a stigma. They want to say, you know, hey, they're a gang, they're this, they're a mob, they're a mafia, whatever. So we're like, all right, let's take that word and flip it around a little bit. You know, let's turn it around and really embrace it. So gaining attention outside globally is what we do every day, and we've been practicing that for the last 8 years. And we had a studio over at the Innovation Center for a few years. We were doing poetry events, sold out poetry events through there. I mean,
it was crazy.
Y'all could
So there's a lot of iterations of Creeper Gang Entertainment
Facts.
through the years, right? So I came up on board probably I think 4 or 5 months after the conception of Creeper Gang. What was it? Yeah, I really came around December. It was started in August.
I enacted the LLC August 1st, 2018.
Yeah, I came around in December and really was on board in January the next year.
Okay.
And yeah, bro, it was like a basement operation. You know what I'm saying? It was basement operation, and then we grew from there. We went to South by Southwest, learned a lot as a team, networked with a lot of people, met a lot of people. You know, learned a lot where they was just telling us, you know, little shit to do, how to brand ourselves further and keep shit going. And you feel me?
Yeah, it's the hood, please.
You
feel me? Don't worry about getting out. We good. We out there. Go ahead, baby.
But yeah, then from there, when we got the studio, we had 2 sections too. We had an audio recording video spot, and then we had a video photo spot. And yo, we ran it up through there. The pandemic knocked us down a lot.
Okay.
Put us in some heavy situations where we had to climb out of tens of thousands of dollars of debt. And doing that, what helped us to do that was we created this platform called Gang Poetry.
Brother came up with the name.
Yeah, brother right here came up with the name. It was crazy how it happened. Our little cousin, his name is Phil.
Okay.
He was just
Phil C. Alexander, shout out to him.
You know what I mean?
Greatest poets in the state.
Don't forget the C.
You know what I'm saying? He came up to us one day yo, I don't know nobody who does poetry, and I do poetry. He was like, you do poetry? And let's hear something. Bro, he laid down some shit. Niggas was like, bro, what the fuck? We ain't know, you had this in your bag, Brody. Where'd this come from? He was like, bro, I've been writing forever, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know nobody around here who I could really, share my gift with and shit like that. So we was like, bro literally was like, yo, I'm a poet myself. You feel me? So just like that, the connection was built. Started having some conversations, and next thing you know, we was talking about having a poetry event.
Yeah.
And Brody was just like, yeah, gang poetry. This, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Just started calling it gang poetry. And gang, it already hit. Gaining attention nonstop globally, poetry. All right, well, hold on. So, man, we built a team around it. We did our first show in our studio with 25 people. And
that's all we could have. It was pandemic.
It was pandemic, right? So we had 25 people in there. It went crazy, right? They wanted another one. We did another one where we expanded it, had the main room, then we had a B room where we was live streaming it through to there, and then we live streamed every single one of them, but it got crazy, and then it grew from there. Then we was moving venue to venue. More people started coming, 50 people, 60 people, 70, 80, 90.
Plus. I mean,
then we end up at the Bijou Theater downtown Bridgeport, 300 people in the crowd. This is our host.
For poetry,
So watch now. Because they about to start cooking. But it's a little spicy ingredient. Like we gotta add some ingredients to the story
Okay.
too. So feel me? So now, remember now, while we was doing gang poetry, like bro said, we had a 2-section studio. So we had a 2-section office. So the studio was still being used because they were still making music. So feel me? BC was still making his music, and then also Smitty was not management yet. He was an artist.
Okay.
Feel me? So Smitty D is on Apple, like on streaming platforms too, because him and Wills, what they was doing, this is what I really wanted to step into, was like, I came into the picture a little differently. Shout out Trap Love one time. I'm gonna definitely get my flowers.
Yeah, shout out Trap Love.
Shout out Trap Love.
Destiny,
And that's when they really had connected us.
Fact.
I was working with her in a different type of capacity. I was an agent for businesses. I was a business agent. So I was representing different businesses. I was helping different people get their LLCs, start their business.
What?
Yeah, I had we did a launch event downtown Bridgeport on my birthday.
Well
Well
connected, my
connected.
boy.
Well connected, well respected.
Well
Stop
connected,
playing.
well
Oh,
connected,
that's hard.
well connected, well respected. And then the security company is coming. That's gonna be well protected. So they're finishing. Yeah, because it's the whatchamacallit. That's the Meek Mill bar. Well connected, well respected, and well protected. That shit stuck in my mind. So that had clicked for me, and that became the name of how I was able to represent people, because I was well connected and I'm well respected in the streets. You feel me? So I had put people on, and that's how I got connected with bros. Me and Smitty had gone to high school together. Feel me? So we had known each other.
Oh, y'all niggas not related?
Nah, I'm the only adopted cousin. I'm the only twin cousin. For real, for real. They related.
Everybody family.
Everybody related.
Everybody like family.
I'm the adopted cousin. I'm twin cousin.
Okay.
Feel me? So we met in high school and shit like that, but then I ended up going to New York, moved out, came back, whatever, and then.
What about you and Biz? Y'all related?
Nah.
They related.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all niggas related.
Smitty, Biz, and Wills is blood.
Okay.
That's the set right there. That's the set. And they was, when I met them, they were the owners of the business at the office.
Okay.
Because Des had done a video. They had shot a video for her, and she asked me to pull up and watch the video with her. And then I met them, and then we kind of built our relationship off of that.
Yeah.
And then by the time I heard the music, it was the music that got me to it. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, because when I heard him and Wills, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Niggas is nice.
Niggas is nice.
Yeah,
You feel me?
tape out at the time. Creepy season.
Oh my God, bro. To watch Montana after this, when I send you Creeper Season and you listen to that, you're gonna be like, nah, niggas is tripping, bro.
Yeah, because I never heard Smitty rap before.
No.
You never heard Smitty
No,
rap before?
I
niggas
never heard
don't
Smitty.
know.
Oh, damn.
I never heard Smitty.
He's a rapper.
Nah, Ball's a wordsmith.
Boy,
I'll put it that way.
Oh, all right.
From
Yeah.
deep, bro. I'm telling you.
So what the hell happened, nigga? Why you start rapping, funny?
Hey, so like,
Well,
well, it's hilarious because like my specific like aesthetic and now I guess like my angle of rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it leans more towards like motivation rap, mogul rap. Like
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like
new Meek Mill.
Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Rick Ross kind of like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Boss talk type shit. Like and like you can't go to war without no money. You can't
Right.
win no war without no money.
Right.
This music shit is war. You know what I mean? And so it's like, me as an artist, I did over 150 shows, opened up for Playboy Cardi, Remy Ma, Freeway, Wretch, a few motherfucking heads. But like, even in that light, I was always by myself. I never had a manager. I never had a publicist. I never had anybody on my side, like, you know.
Like a team.
Yeah, I never had a team, you know, focus on me and my craft.
Yeah.
It was always just me. So, like, me not having a team, me always investing my own money into this shit, me always, like, I'm like, bro, I want to take it to the next level, and I just can't right now. Like, simple. Like, I just couldn't at that time. So, I'm like, yo, I got to, like, do this shit. I got to reevaluate this shit. Like, I got to just step away from music for a second and just figure out more streams of income, more, just educate myself more on just life and just how I can really figure this shit out. Because the rap game is an investment, bro. It's not like other industries where you can put a little money and you just start immediately seeing, you know what I mean, the seeds back. Like, nah, you can put in tens of thousands to 100,000 in this motherfucker.
They're not getting nothing.
Yeah, I mean, where you're only seeing pennies on the dollar from the streams, and you may just be getting a little bit of leverage where you can get a couple $100 a show and this and that. Like, nigga, you gotta
Maybe
work.
Get some features.
You
know
gotta
what I'm saying?
build that shit, nigga. You gotta pay for the features still. You gotta.
One thing I do want to add to like your story is like you were young when you started. Like, bro, Smitty been rapping since like he was in like 8th grade.
I started
7th
recording.
grade.
I had songs on MySpace, nigga. I was recording
Yeah.
at 13.
So
Doing shows. I was booking my own shows by 14. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Okay.
did Toast Place twice by 15.
Okay.
But yeah, like shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, you gonna say something?
nah, it was really that. Like, to add to your story, like you was young. That's like that aids into the fact that like you weren't able really to build that team around you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had to wait till people took you serious and understood.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm in this because like, bro, I'm an artist. Like, this is what I want to do, kind
For
of
real.
thing. You feel me? So it's like that. There's a whole different light and aspect in that experience you gained through that, like, you know, just from working with bro for a very long time. He was able to leverage that experience he gained into this management shit and into like more so of an executive role, because he knew what it took for artists to be able to be on those stages, like get the attention that they needed to get, you feel me, and et cetera, because it's not like Smitty don't got a million streams of his own, you know what I'm saying?
No cap.
Like, no, there's no cap there, like, you feel me? So it's like he knew how to get himself in those rooms alone, dolo, and like there's a certain power with representation. You know what I'm saying? When somebody walks into a room and say, "Hey, I represent so and so," they're like, "Oh, okay, this person must be doing something, making some noise because they got somebody representing them." They're not. It's psychology. A lot of it is psychology. You feel me? So they're automatically gonna look at that artist or persona in a different light because they're not chasing it in a like themselves. Like when you're there yourself, I'm sorry, but people smell the desperation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They smell that desperation, and a lot of times, yo, just
They
working.
might like take advantage of you because they know that you're desperate for it.
Type shit.
take advantage, or not even be willing to work with you at all.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that. There's
One of
there's
the
just
others.
those
Usually
two.
one of the others.
It's usually one or the other. You feel me? So like having somebody who, one, has skin in the game, still has skin in the game. You feel me? And knows and understands the industry, more than 20 years of experience doing it. Like it just makes sense to take that next step and you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't mean to tell you.
No, I appreciate it, man.
But it just makes sense, and like seeing it, you know, unfold over the years and stuff like that. It helps me because I'm more so on like business and operations side,
Okay.
and it helps me come into the music industry. Well, I've been into it for 8 years at this point, but it helped me come into the music industry at that time and really start understanding and knowing how this shit operate. All right, yeah, it's not gonna be just, oh, you got a great product. If people hear it, they gonna rock with it. Nah, dog, you have to negotiate with the handlers, the handlers of the game, the people who have the gatekeepers, if you will. You feel me? And you gotta understand how to talk the gatekeepers' language so you can really get into the algorithms and streaming, the streaming algorithms that you want to be in, type shit.
And even piggybacking off of what you just said too before, like, yo, the rooms that I got in after changing my title from artist to manager, night and day is completely different. Like going from me being an artist and saying I want this, I have basically the same knowledge base and education base that I've had from when I was an artist as a manager now. Feel me? The only difference is I call myself a manager now. But now you can talk to A&Rs and they talking you back and it's a little different. Now you can talk to different executives and CEOs and this and that, and now they talking back a little. You know, you getting that different respect. You're in these different rooms. So, you know, that's just a little experience that I've been able to see within the last few years, in contrast to the last 20 years of, you know, being just an artist in the game.
Yeah.
So, like, that shit is it's kind of crazy to me. It's a little mind-boggling, but...
So speak to me about like how long has CGE been a management group? Would you say?
2025.
Yeah, 2025 has started. I would say like
So it's really been like a year and a half?
not really,
Not
but-
almost 2 years.
because you got to think about it. We really started moving as managers with
BC
BC
Wills.
Wills in that November 2024.
That's in the year.
And
But
then
I'm
we was
saying
like-
though, right? Y'all had said the pandemic had
So
you see what I'm
if
saying?
may I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me know like what happened in the pandemic. Like,
So exactly. So great question. So we went on the poetry run,
And y'all wasn't a management group at that time.
We were just putting out music.
I was still an artist.
They were still an artist. We were low-key in a label because we had other artists that were coming in the studio, using our producers, working with our producers.
music under our
And I'm saying at that time, what was y'all on though? Y'all niggas had a studio. People was like rocking with y'all, pulling up.
CG Studios was the primary name.
And we weren't CGE management.
Yeah,
we were CGE
okay.
Studios.
That's what you was saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
and as the studio, and as CGE Studios, it was music, and then our focus was the gang poetry.
Mm-hmm.
We finished up the gang poetry run right around the time when we
April 2023.
2023, right around the time when we were finishing up our lease with the office. So we were finishing up. We were not re-signing the lease with the office and the studio. So that was our hub for operations. And once we closed that, gang poetry took a leave of absence. And from 2023 to 2025, we still were kind of finding out what direction we were gonna go in.
Yeah, a little bit in limbo.
You know what I'm saying? We were a little bit in a limbo, and then Wills honestly dropped SMD.
Yeah.
That changed everything.
SMD brought us back, and we were back in meetings, and we were back on phone calls, and like something got to shake.
Literally.
We brought game poetry back, turned it into a non-for-profit. Like,
I don't even know if I was going to be.
We shifted into management. We
Yeah.
shifted into management behind the SMD campaign. So right around that, aired out in 2024.
Yeah.
Is when we kind of decided, okay, we are gonna formally go with management.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then we decided, okay, Wills was the first artist, and then our signing continued after that.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, I literally didn't even know when I was gonna attempt to even get back in the music game at all. Like I was completely unplugged for a couple years. Like, and it took BC Wells dropping SMD, and that shit just going and doing what it did, and him just, we just seeing like, we could help just, push this just a little bit. We could do a little this and that.
Yo, I don't even think it happened that way. I think we heard the record before he even dropped.
I was in the studio as he recorded.
The whole
I was there
the
with
whole
the 10
SMD process.
I was
that
there-
whole
I was there with the
before
10
it dropped,
girls.
before y'all got SMD.
I was literally composing. I was like the composer. I was helping the girls when it was at the end. When it was like,
Suck my
when it
dick.
was at the end, when it was like,
finger.
suck my dick. I
Yo, we
was in the
gotta
studio.
talk about that. We gotta talk about that campaign, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Speaking about of SMD, you see what I'm saying? Like, talk to me about like the whole creation of the record, right? For those that was there, for me, and then speak about like the whole marketing behind it, the campaign, as you say.
So shout out Just Right Studios. We was over there. Shout out Casey. He's the engineer. We were in the studio over at Just Right, and like I said, we had like 10 girls with us. And Wells, he was just like, yo, I got this. It was so simple. Like, he just like, I got this record. And he always got a record. I honestly, damn near every song he makes, I'm thinking it's a hit. I ain't gonna hold you. So he comes with this one, and the way the beat was knocking, there was a sample, obviously, still tipping, this and that, you know what I mean? So you hearing that shit, it's like, you feel like your eyes got lit. I was up to the suck my dick. I'm like, yo, nigga, that shit's lit. And like, I don't remember whether it was him or whatever. I forgot who. It probably was him who said it, like, yo, we should probably just get all the girls in there and just
I think it was
singing, you know what I mean, sing that shit.
to have them say it. And then they
Say that shit, yeah. And them saying it on the hook just made it so different because then we know, like, yo, women love saying suck my dick.
Yeah,
That's because they ain't got one. It just feels, I guess it feels empowering for them, whatever. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they love saying suck my dick. So like having girls say suck my dick on the shit, like it just changed the atmosphere, the trajectory of the shit a little bit. And bro, from then, we just had to get on it. Like,
he sent us the record once it was done, and we had it for a couple months before it dropped. Because we remember it dropped in that probably like May. Mm-hmm. It dropped in May, and then he shot the first video. They went and shot the video
up in Hartford.
Y'all was up in Hartford.
It was the summer. It was like end of summer.
It was like
August.
Yeah.
It was like August. End of August. Yeah.
They went up there. We dropped the vid. The vid did It did number. It did what it did.
It did decent.
It did.
I remember the first video. The first vid did
you
decent.
Did you do the reaction?
Yeah, I
to
did
that
the
first
reaction
vid?
to
Yes.
it.
Not,
And I felt as if the first video, and I told Wills, me and Will spoke about it. I said, yo, the song is fire, the vid is cool, but I hear the shorties in the background saying something about dick, but they not in the video. You see what I'm saying?
Cause shorties be baiting for videos, bro.
Okay.
So there was probably we probably had like 15 chicks who were supposed to pull up that day, and every last one of them baited.
You can
Bro,
pay
it don't matter if you pay them. It don't matter what. They can sign contracts. It don't matter. Women bait. The girls who say they gonna be in your vid or do this, that, and the third, a lot of times they pull up. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you gotta invite 50 for 10 to pull up.
I ain't gonna lie, if I pay a bitch to be there, she don't show up, I need my bread.
You know what I'm saying?
I need
you know
my
what I'm
dick sucked.
saying?
Something.
Something
Something.
give, bro.
Took my
Most of-
cheek.
Bro,
Tease, you know what
I
I'm saying?
remember we shot back in the day when we was still under Creepy Gang Entertainment, CGE Studios. We shot a vid with Smitty and BC, and we paid for 6 girls to show up.
Yeah.
And I think 3 pulled up. Yeah, 3. No, 2 did at first, and then ball the management company of them who we booked them through, he had to make calls to get another shorty to pull up, and luckily another one did, because it evened the balance a little bit. But regardless, like to say that, we say that to say that it didn't turn out. The first vid didn't turn out how we wanted it to, so it was pertinent when we did the air it out,
yeah.
that we make sure
Air it
that
out,
it
be
stood out. And I can't lie, bro. Flash with the creative direction and like, yo, let's get this marching band and really
That
like
was
bring
crazy.
something
Flash,
different.
that was your idea.
Yo,
Flash?
all right, so can I tell, no, because now it's on camera, we're going to do this for the record. We're going to tell this story, how that component came about, because everybody played a part in that, because it wasn't really about the second vid, and we say the second vid because I guess we'll drop it. There is still more to come from SMD, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned type shit.
But we were like, all right, the second one, he had an idea where he wanted a homecoming like feel, because it was fall. He was like, yo, I want to do something where it's like a college like feel, like, you know what I'm saying, some type of school type of something. We're like, all right, boom, let's get Central. Like, all right, get Central.
Okay, cause that field without something.
It was the field. We had the stadium.
Yeah.
And then, you know, him and Tim had locked in. So we're like, all right, boom, let's get it. Feel me? And I'm walking one day and I'm listening to the record, bro. And it was a week away. The Air It Out was the next Saturday. I'm walking. I'm like, I keep listening because he had a show coming up too. And I was listening to the set. And SMD kept going. And the beat kept playing at the end. And you're like, someone trust no. I heard drums in my head, like, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, we did a band, nigga. What? We about to do this?
Yeah.
I call my mans. I call Balance. I'm like, yo, what's the name of the group that you had at your da-da-da?
Oh, yeah, he had an event.
He had an event with a
drumline
band in a downtown Bridgeport office event that he had, bro. It was fire. Like, I'm like, yo, I need a number. He like, yo, it's a week away. They probably gonna knock you over the head with the price, or they not gonna be available. But like, here you go. I was like, bro, I gotta at least try. Feel me? Called him, bum. I'm like, yo, just what we trying to do? Whoop. He like, bro, we'll pull up. I can't have. We ended up with like 15 like players, like
I get you saying, like
musicians, thank you. It was supposed to be like 30 of them.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like 30 of them. He was like, they just busy. Like they booked, I can get you 15. So I'm like, bet, bro. We sent them the record. They practiced over the beat, and then boom, they pulled up. They popped out that day. Everybody was there. The light.
Oh, all right.
Whatchamacallit? They popped out that day. Tim was there. Everybody showed up fresh. Like, everybody had that shit on, feel me? And then, like, everybody was ready to be in the vid. And then
I had that shit on for real.
Coach over here, Coach was dressed. Coach popped out. Coach, y'all don't even know that was a cameo. Like, Coach Cletus is a whole character. Like, Coach Cletus, we gonna put you on too. Like, that's a whole. As a studio, we was a production team. So one of the shows we still got in production is the Coach Cletus shows, like skits.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Coming soon. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Coach
like
Cletus.
that was a cameo. So y'all got to peep. And creatively, I really was just like, yo, we got to make this video, this mic drop, so different and stand out against, in reality, like any other mic drops, and that's really what inspired the whole, like, yo, everybody pop out. Had the streamers, we had and then at the end, if you remember, bro, we had the band. That's if you watch the whole vid, the band is live playing and he rapping over because he's an artist that is with the live instruments and all that. He's an entertainer, feel me? So that's why it was natural for him to like, how'd you feel if you're us? And I'm like, like going crazy, like you don't see that on any other air it out, like any other mic drop. Not even an air it out. No disrespect. Everybody do their thing, but like creatively, it stands out.
Yeah.
And that's without a label push. That's no, like marketing. I mean, our marketing, but there ain't no like blogs was posting it and stuff like that. No radios was pushing it. That's just organic, and niggas love that shit. And they were like, "Yo, this was amazing experience. If you was there or you watched it, it was an experience."
Yeah. And that's something we like really tap into. You know what I mean? But to like, even when we like to progress on the SMD run, like after that, we got Will's like that listening session with DJ Drewski out in Jersey.
Okay.
So we brought him out to Jersey to have a listening session with Drewski, and Drewski heard the record, and like with the listening session you get like an interview, like a whole bunch of stuff, right? But he heard the record and was like, "Yo,
it's hard.
This record, send this to me."
He said that
in the stew, and he spun it. Like it was spun for like 5 weeks straight every Sunday on Hot 97.
No pay,
no nothing. He just did it. So we got him some radio play off that, and also there were other records that Drewski happened to listen to, and he was like, "Yo, listen, whenever you're ready to break that record, like hit me. Like I
want to drop a Jersey Club remix to one of the records. So Swerving Off Down
type shit. You know what I'm saying?
He wants to drop a Jersey Club remix.
So like he was really like, he really tapped into the music, and that connection is still there and stuff like that. So like we took that run and pushed it within that, and then like at the Air It Out, Samar Foe happened to be there in support of BC Wills, and him seeing how we showed up as a management company, he had a lot of motion going on at that time. He still does got a lot of motion going on, but he had a lot of motion going on, and he needed some structure. And he needed somebody he needed a team to help him with it. And he was like, "Yo, like what's good?" Will's also helped facilitate that conversation. And bro, we brought on Samar, and now we're managing 2 artists, and like, all right, this is getting a little deeper. Like Samar's
becoming a real thing.
Yeah. Samar's schedule was a little wild. You know what I'm saying? We had to like wrangle that in a little bit.
We all over the place.
We was all over the place, man. Sprinters this weekend, that weekend, like, you know what I'm saying, showing up real different. And then that beget us getting AMJ on the roster as well. AMJ is like,
he was coming home from LA
at the time. Yeah, he's another.
So he's not even from Connecticut.
He's from Connecticut.
He branched out to LA for a little bit.
But he went out to LA. He got a lot of connections out of LA. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Of his own music.
He makes a lot. Yeah, made a lot of music. Just was out there making music and networking for, I think he was out there for like 2 years, something like that.
So he went out there to like chase his dream and shit like that to try to make it out of LA. Yeah. So what motivated him coming back?
His team, really. Just like he needed. He wanted to come back home. One, he's from here. Like,
he from what city you know?
I think he's from Stratford.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's from Stratford. He's from here. He came back home. He works heavily with Evil, right?
Okay.
And they like them as a team, like the way they produce music together is just, it's magical. It's a symphony. And like he has still like a lot of roots here. You know what I'm saying? So it really heavily influenced him to come back. And yeah, like when he came back, we sat down, we had a conversation, we let him know what we was doing. He was like, "Nah, this is something I could get behind." And yeah, things have just, it's been an evolution ever since then, man. We just continue to push, continue to make connections throughout the music industry. Now it's like we have an absolute pipeline for artists to come to us undiscovered. Nobody knows who their music is and nothing. If you got a product, you got a brand behind you, we could take that from its infancy and like literally lead you through a pipeline to getting you tens of thousands of monthlies, hundreds of thousands of monthlies, conversations with it, like any of the labels you want. We could get you in the rooms you need to be in. We can branch you out, get you distribution through our connections. We could get you anything. If your goal is to get signed, we could get you signed. If your goal is to be an independent artist making money, we could get you there. We've just built the network through the work and it's called sweat equity. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sweat equity.
You feel me? We put all that sweat equity
equity
in the last year and a half, and we've built something really good here, and we're continuing to branch out, make more connections. Like we established a CT to New York pipeline. I'm sorry, fellas, I feel like I'm talking.
Yeah, look at my boy with the good business sales pitch.
Yeah,
look at my boy with the sales pitch.
And we continue to morph that, and now we have connections in like Miami, and next week, Smitty and I are gonna be out at Houston at DreamCon, and we're gonna be making even more connections there with promoters and different music entities and things of that nature. Okay. And so it's like the network is growing from the Northeast to continental, you feel me? Mm-hmm. To where we're trying to be really, I mean, we have the connections in LA through not just Jay, but like our own other producers who have all types of studios out there, connections with Rebels Group.
And they were working in our studios, and now
prior to their own. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like the network is there. You know what I mean? We could mold and craft and build an artist no matter where they are in the U.S. You feel me? So I say all that to say is like, yo, bro, we growing. It's getting realer and realer every week. My fault, brother. It's getting realer and realer every week, and it's like, hey, listen. We're always. Oh, also we manage Elaine Rojas music. Like I didn't build into how we got there, but we manage her as well. She's
first female.
Our first female artist. She's like an indie singer.
Where's she from?
She from Stanford or Norwalk. Yeah, one of those two. She's lower Fairfield County, like Stanford, Norwalk, Greenwich area. I forgot exactly which town she's from, but she's doing her thing. She's on tour right now this summer. It's the Outpatient Summer Tour. We did 2 dates already. Got another date coming up the 18th at the I forgot what it's a spot in New Canaan. It's gonna be it's this crazy donor event, bro. I'm telling you, she's brought us into a whole, like, managing her has brought us into a whole new atmosphere of music. So yeah, dog, like it's bigger than rap. We don't just manage rap artists. We manage like absolutely any and every musician. Like we manage musicians.
All right, let's get into some shit, you know. So, let's talk about markets for a second, right? Cause y'all, the three of y'all smart men. Obviously, we could talk a little bit different. You know what I mean? We could talk the street stuff, and we could talk more so on the business side of things, right? Let's get into the business a little bit, right? Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken, has about 3 million people in, right? We're next to a major market in New York, right? That last time I checked, you could fit like 7 Connecticut's within New York as far as population wise. New York got like 21 million, 22 million people, right? Which
is New York City alone.
Yeah, in New York City alone, right? Which is why like somebody could be from New York and they could have a song and it could have 100,000 views or 1 million views just within New York, and that person can get signed from where they are, right? So, why do you feel as if it's a numbers thing as to why we might not have an artist from out Connecticut, with the exception of people that might be like Annoyed or the Chris Webbies of the world? You see what I'm saying? Do you feel as if it's a numbers thing as to why like we don't have as many people in the game, whether it be rappers or singers, that's at the level of, let's say, rest in peace to him, but like a Pop Smoke or a A Boogie or anybody else that's up there?
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
I think there's actually a lot of people from Connecticut that pops that haven't necessarily rep Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Or put Connecticut on their back like that.
I've had that conversation before with D-Mac.
Yeah, like I think there's more representation in the music game from Connecticut than we even realize. And understand, yeah. And I think if we as a whole stop putting ourselves between Boston and New York and worrying about this whole bit. Obviously, we're in the megalopolis, man. We got Philly right there. We got DC right there. New York right there. Boston right there. There's a lot of, competitive markets right next to us.
For sure.
Feel me? But at the end of the day, Connecticut has broken so many New York artists.
Yeah.
New York artists will tell you, even though they can get a million views,
Which is true.
Max B and French will tell you about Connecticut.
Max B, French,
You know what I'm saying? Young M.A. will tell you about
Fat
Connecticut.
Joe,
Fat Joe will tell you about Connecticut. J.R. the Prince will tell you about Connecticut.
But then this is my question though,
Drake,
right?
New Haven,
Drake, all that. But then this is my question though to you, right?
Yeah.
If we could do it for somebody else,
why aren't we doing it for
that's
ourselves?
my question.
And I think it starts with, once we get out of Connecticut, I feel like there hasn't been enough just people in general, like literally repping that shit for real, and saying, yo, I'm from here and this is that. You know what I mean? From even NBA players. Like, I just seen Andre Drummond start recently, like, repping Connecticut like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My boy Donovan Clinnigan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of
shout out to the
There's a lot of
Trailblazers.
Connecticut folks. Like, there's a lot of famous, a lot of movie stars. Like, there's a lot of people from Connecticut that have done a lot of things, great things. And Michael J. White, Bridgeport. You know what I'm saying?
We went to high school with my mom. That's
Exactly.
crazy.
A lot of entertainers from this, but it's just you don't hear it enough. I think it just starts with us first off. Like, you see how New Yorkers are so proud to be New Yorkers. They shout it to the heavens, and you can, you already know. Okay, I'm not saying we got to be obnoxious about it, but fuck it, let's be obnoxious about it.
Just a little. Okay.
Let's be a little prideful about this shit a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing to be ashamed of, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. We in Bridgeport. Listen, nigga, this is Bridgeport, nigga.
We can't wait for
nothing. You can't wait for nothing. We ain't waiting for New York to approve us.
Word.
We're not waiting for Boston to approve us.
Word.
We're not waiting for nothing. We're not waiting for nobody.
Word.
No, we're moving on our own accord. If anything, New York's working with us right now. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Providence, Boston, DC, Philly, they working with us right now. If anything, you know what I'm saying? LA, Houston, Austin, Miami, they working with us right now. You know what I mean? So I think if we just continue being who the fuck we are and not being ashamed to represent where we from.
That's where, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? I feel like we just continue to do that and we're going to be all right, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Is this a numbers game? Yeah. But nigga, when you really look deep behind it, not only have artists popped over here, but we have a lot of entertainment that's come from here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we just need more spotlight on it.
Bro, like, if you look at it, if you look at the game, right, the industry is about making money, right? Monthly listeners make a little bit of money, right?
Fact.
If you have to have a lot of monthly listeners for it really to make a difference, right? When it comes to that money. Where you really make money in the game is putting asses in seats, right?
Right.
Selling them tickets.
You're selling them tickets, right? So, like, let's think about it, right? When we think of and we see artists in other territories and other states and stuff like that, and they make a music video or they have a show or something like that, people from their hood, from wherever they from, fuck with them just cause they from there.
Where they from?
You know what I'm saying? That's it. There's no other reason. It's because they from there and the music hot. You feel me? If the music hot and they from there, fuck it. I'm rocking with them, right? They're gonna give them a shot, right? That culture doesn't really exist in Connecticut. You feel me? It don't matter if you're from the trenches. It don't matter if you're from the burbs, right? And you gotta think about it. Connecticut, we live in extreme close proximity to extreme wealth. Right? And some of that arrogance still sprinkles down on everybody. You feel me? There's still a little bit of rich arrogance in Connecticut where, like, you come up in the school systems and all of that, you like, nigga, I could do that. I could be better than that. That person's not better than me. That mindset is set into a lot of people, into the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's set, like, and we don't realize it, but that's how there's a Connecticut bravado almost. Like, people, when you travel a lot, right? Like, I travel a lot. And I have interactions with people, and people know I'm from Connecticut, and I don't even find myself just stuck up on none of that. You feel me? It's just because Connecticut people have a certain attitude, and no, we wouldn't know because we in our bubble. You feel me? So I feel like one way to really like galvanize people in Connecticut is to, like, one, have an artist who pops somewhere else You know what I'm saying? And they really become like extremely popular.
Okay.
But they're repping Connecticut. They like Connecticut might not even fuck with them like that. You feel me? And
For
that
the
might
rest of the
be
world,
that
yeah.
might be you know what I'm saying? But that might be in controversy of itself. But that one person being that willing to put Connecticut on their back and really represent, I feel like that'll get people to get over that whole, that bullshit, pride in themselves and start taking pride in the collective and community that's around them. Like, look at this motherfucker. This motherfucker's doing all this, that, and the third, and they repping this shit hard. Like, they love
Facts.
being from CT. You feel me? Think about how many times you go on social media and you see somebody from Connecticut like, oh, I can't wait to get out this motherfucker. I hate it here. This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Bro, you feel me? And oh, I moved out of Connecticut and life been so great. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Think
Like,
about this is why I studied the game, because you think about niggas like Wu-Tang, right? They come from Staten Island, the most unheard of borough, right? No respect from that borough, at least from when it comes to like
Brooklyn, Bronx, the popular ones.
Yeah. When it comes to outside of New York, like, I mean, like even inside New York, but like more so, that's one of the more boroughs you don't hear about. Some kind of like Long Island, like you always hear Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, right? But still, they put Staten Island on the map, and not only put it on the map, then Staten Island embraced them with it. Like, you know what I mean? And but it's because they didn't just say, "Oh, we're just from New York. We're just from New York," and we just, you know what I mean? They could have just went with that and tried to fake, "Oh, you know what I mean? We're from here." Nah. They said, "Nah, nigga, Staten Island." Nigga. You know what I mean? They put it on their backs, and when they put it on their backs, like they get 30 years later, you can still look back and it's like, yo, this is the home. This is the Woo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course, I know this, we got their own gang shows, but you know what I mean? Like, it's the original Woo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you go to Staten Island, like, this is Shaolin. Like, you know what I mean? They made it their own home where everybody from Staten is like, nigga, yeah, this is Shaolin. Like, nigga, we know what this is. Like,
I would love to hear Flash. You've been a little quiet, dude. Like, what's your take on it, man?
I like to let my guys talk, because what it does is it sets the tone, right? Because it gives all of the different points that matter, and then what I do is kind of tie it in, because I think both of the things that they mentioned in the lanes of representation, whether it be in state, out of state, there's also the other lane of the music has got to be hot, right? And that's it's a weird conversation, right? Because not for us, not because of who we are, but we don't mind having the conversation, because the music has to be able to sell itself.
gotta be marketable.
It has to be marketable. That is one of the conversations that come up all the time when we go and sit down and have these meetings, or we have these phone calls with whether you got an A&R, whether you have a label exec, whatever you have another manager or management group or somebody who's working with top tier artists, and then having a conversation with us the very next day. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation is, how marketable is the music? Doesn't matter where you're from. That's the baseline, right? And that's where it's simple, right? Because now what comes back to us is the artists that we work with, we hear their music as marketable. We don't listen to it.
Oh, Connecticut, New York, or just, I don't give a fuck about our region, or I give a fuck about our region, but you know what I mean? Like,
we will take care of the representation, when they ask,
When it comes to PR.
where is he from?
Yeah.
They in the comments like, yo, this CT.
Yeah. When it comes
Like,
to PR,
this
very
is
much so.
this
we'll
is
figure
CT.
out the PR.
Go check the comments from TikTok and go check the Instagram. Niggas be like, yo, this is CT. Because they're like, wait, it didn't sound like, no disrespect to the state. People outside will say it didn't sound like Connecticut.
Right.
Guess what happens when we go to shows in Prague, to shows in New York? When we go to shows in New York, when we go to shows in Rhode Island,
Niggas can't believe it.
they don't understand that it's from CT.
Yeah.
The people that tap in, they're like, yo, nah. Like,
They like
let's
it's
lock
lit,
in.
and then they wait, y'all from CT? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just,
It's a shock in a way.
yeah, like,
Because the music doesn't sell as, yo, I'm from CT, this is what I'm about to do. It's, yo, I'm here to do play that shit.
You feel me?
And I just so happen to be from Connecticut.
Connecticut, exactly.
After.
Now, speaking of that, right, it's another Connecticut narrative that I want to get to and get y'all opinions on, right? Out here in Connecticut, you know what I mean? We got places like Bridgeport where we at. We got New Haven, we got Waterbury, we got Hartford, and then a couple other cities that you mean that we may know of for like the street life as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit popping.
Yeah, it go down in a lot of places: Norwich, New London, Stanford, Norwalk, all type of stuff, right? But we know that because we from here, right? People who from other places and maybe from these popular places like New York or California, Chicago or Philly, to where like more of the country knows more of the street life about them, to where now if you coming from Connecticut, they might only think of like the Greenwich, the Trumbuls, like you feel me, the Eastons, the nice places
White
and stuff
picket
like that.
fences and shit.
The white picket fences. So like, what's your response to stuff like that? Because that might be something that might be hindering rappers as well. You see what I'm saying?
Can I say one thing? Look what Bully just did.
Vaughn on 1700.
Shout out my
Right
nigga
here,
Bullet. That's my
Trumbull
man.
Garden, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That's a
Right
fact.
there at the terrace, bro.
That's
Like,
my
I mean,
brother.
G Herb will know about CT. He was in New Haven, you know what I'm
With
saying?
Ty Henny and them.
10 plus years ago with Ty Henny, you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
I remember I was there at the Toast Play show 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ty Henny on stage. Nigga, he was, you know what I mean, cool in New Haven, I think either the day before, day after that. Like, the nigga on the block. Like, so, trust, like, the niggas who have, you know what I mean, been over here, like, who visited over here, whether it's Chirac niggas or New York niggas,
Yeah,
LA
a lot of
niggas.
niggas got their chain took in Bridgeport.
Bro,
Like,
listen,
like
hey,
a lot of niggas got their chain took in
but
Bridgeport.
they know what the fuck is up. They know what's going on in here. They, you know what I mean, who've really been in Bridgeport, New Haven, Hartford, who've been really, you know what I mean, around, they know what's up. Like, so there's plenty of New York niggas who do give us respect. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there's plenty who, you know, don't, who just literally have never been here.
Yeah.
But literally, come stop over.
The thing is, it's crazy because, like, it's funny as fuck because niggas don't know, like, that's, like, CT do get it smacking. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's, like, even beyond that, it's like, bro, how that shit, like, I feel like niggas gotta just document more. You feel me? If niggas pulled out their camera more and had shit going, think about it.
So self snitch is what you usually.
Not self snitch, not self snitch, but like nah. Think about like 2018, 2019 when the North End niggas was going off. They just was they was shooting mad vids. Like niggas was not doing less than
Niggas
like
wasn't
80,
locked
90,000. Yeah, niggas wasn't locked up.
Yeah,
But
speaking
niggas
on
wasn't
that,
doing less than
free
80,
Lord Heavy, man. That's
feel me?
really who's take care of it. Free Lord.
Man, free that whole hood, nigga. They
You
all
feel me? Free them all. And bro, like
He talking about free that whole.
free them all.
That's a fact,
Because
though.
I want to sign them.
That's a fact.
No, but for real. But like, yo, they run was nuts, right? And motherfuckers was tapping in because they was seeing the lifestyle. You gotta think about it. Those views wasn't only coming from the North End
Hell
or just
no.
Bridgeport.
Yo,
Those
it
views
be
was coming
Hartford,
from
nigga.
Hartford.
It'll be
too.
Springfield, it'll be Massachusetts. Like,
all of them.
nigga,
Tapped in. So it's like,
the neighboring states, that's what I'm saying, exactly. They'll be tapped into specifically the North End, nigga.
Type
Like,
shit.
literally the terrorist.
like, bro, that shit was crazy. Like, bro, when I tell you them
Shout out
niggas was not
QB.
doing less than
Shout out
80,
Bezel.
90,000 views on a vid.
Bro.
It like minutes to hours
That's
after
what
it
I'm
dropped,
saying.
shit blowing up. It's like, damn, like what's going on? And it's because they tapping into the lifestyle. They showing the lifestyle. You see it. There ain't no. It's not just words. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Niggas
it ain't
is seeing
cap
them
for shit.
visuals. You seeing them
That's bad.
visuals. Once people was seeing them visuals, they was really tapping in. They was understanding what it was. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like people being intentional with visuals. If that's the message you trying to portray or whatever, you feel me? At the end of the day, drill is dying. Like that gangster rap shit is dying. It really is. You feel me? But
I mean, listen, a lot of prominent artists are either dead or in jail. A lot of, I mean,
that don't mean it's
some
dying,
artists have been- it's not that it's dying. It's just that, yo, it's a fractured game.
It's
right
not selling.
it's not selling.
It's because
That's
now,
what it-
Not
to the
label-
extent.
Now, you gotta think.
I'm trying.
besides the major dudes,
Here's the
bro.
thing, bro. Here's the thing, Em. You gotta remember the labels are either selling it for free, like, hey, you could just come sign your shit away real quick. We don't really expect much from you.
I'll give you a quick 100,000,
We really don't expect much
and we'll
from
put you on the shelf. Like that's how it goes.
That's how it's going. If you really want to think
Yeah.
about who you want to sell to, right? If you the drill rapper, right? If you think about yourself as an artist, you either just dropping it for your hood, and that's what you want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
or you want it to be marketable, right? We could talk about either one, and we could manage whatever range you really want it to be. But if you want it to be here, it'll be here. If you want it to be here, it ain't gonna sell the way you think it's gonna sell. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because you already know why drill was going down. You already know because he's not here no more, right? So as soon as that happened, the Wild Wild West popped. No pun intended, but like it was open. Everybody was running. Look at K Flop. He was one of the next ones up, right? You still had now
all them niggas locked up. All them New York.
You know what I'm saying?
Locked
Like,
up.
New York drill. Chicago is not even Chicago drill. It's just Chicago. It's just Chirac.
Tight.
But like
New York drill became New York drill because of Pop. Once he left, everything became anybody game. Where Favi at?
and then
Where TJ at?
and then just not even just to go into Chirac and shit like that. Like all them indictments and all of that negative press. You feel me?
Free
That-
dirt.
Yeah, free. You know what I mean? Like
Free Smart.
Free shiesty.
all of that,
Again.
all of that, right? You got to think about it in the eyes of the market, in the eyes of like some fat white dude sitting in the office, right? You feel me? What am I about to invest my money in? You feel me? What is gonna be a long-term investment that I'm gonna see a return on? You feel me? So it's like there's been there's been a void in the game where there's been a lot of microwave music. People will come in, be hot for a couple seconds, a couple minutes, a month or two,
That's
6
been the
minutes,
shift.
and then that's it, right? There's not that major star who broke, right? And now they're ready to be in the game for like 10, 15, 20 years, you feel me? That literally died out. And a big reason why, you got to see what happened to those legacy artists that who took those reigns. They're getting those indictments. They're getting killed before their legacy even gets to run off. These companies are losing money on their investments.
I was about to say, because
So
they're not getting the ROI.
You know what I'm saying? They're losing money on their investments. So, like, you gotta think about it. RCA, the label, completely like axed off its rap wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Like
True.
like that started to happen. They completely like axed off their rap.
Oh, there's labels dead, like saying, "Yo, we're not
Dealing
in
with
the rap
rappers
game
no
no
more.
more."
Yeah, and that RCA is a major label. You feel
So
me?
so now if I'm a person that may come from a certain type of environment, right? How should I go about like blowing up? Like what should I do to like get myself out there to where like I could still rap the stuff that I want to rap about, but get to a certain level to where like Dirk, for example, he come out first, he dropping, he dissing. I mean, he still was disappointed for him going to jail, but he changed his sound up to where it got more melodic over time. But when he first came out, you feel me? It's all
pure
rap,
drill,
start
baby,
Chief
Keef,
drill
Baby
shit.
You gotta think
Chief
about that.
Keef the
Like
same.
you said.
So like, what can somebody do to like actually like blow up while they come from these
Now.
type of environments?
I'm about to say, I got two things. I got two gems. Content, back catalog.
Type shit.
All right. Content is king right now. It's the big elephant in the room. Sorry, my bad. The content is king right now. It's the big elephant in the room. We all know it. You got to be not only, a great artist, but you got to be able to entertain and be a consistent content creator. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a little versatile. You got to be able to consistently give your audience, your fans, and even new potential fans whatever they might, be looking for.
Word.
So you got to have the content, but then also back catalog. You got to have music. Yo, that's what I'm saying. This is a gem right here because the labels are not necessarily looking for you to be popping. But if you got a serious catalog on you,
With
if you
some
got
spins.
100+ songs, 200+ songs that are on all DSPs whatever, like if you've been pumping music out for a while, they will lease your back catalog out for whatever particular number you can
Depends on how many
negotiate.
spins you get per month. Like if you got like 50,000 to 100,000 monthly listeners, you might be able to get you a 5-year, $500,000 back catalog deal because they'll take that 100,000 monthly listeners and put you on some editorials and get that 100,000 and 2-3 million and start making their money back.
Mind you, it's a lease, so you're gonna get your music back. You know what I'm saying?
After the 5 years.
after the terms.
And also too, major artists have also been selling their catalogs, obviously for years now. But some of the primary ones, right? Justin Bieber, one of the more recent ones, because they kind of evaluate, right, what's your music is worth, what's your catalog worth, and they'll offer you about 3 to 5 times what it is. Here you go. You're kind of.
He got like 200 mils, some shit like
That
that.
nigga all set.
Yeah. Weekend got like a billion, nigga.
Set,
Weekend got a
That nigga,
billion.
look what he did at Coachella. Was it Coachella?
That's a whole different
Some shit like that.
stratosphere.
Yeah.
Popped out with his
That's a whole different
YouTube.
stratosphere.
Weekend sold his catalog for $1 billion, bro.
You know what I mean?
What?
In comparison, Future sold his catalog for 75 million.
I didn't know Future.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne
A long
sold his
time.
catalog.
Lil Wayne sold his
sold catalog for
catalog.
100 million.
Oh,
Weekend
So, like-
sold his catalog for.
So like, what do you feel like? What are you guys like telling your artists that you guys manage as far as like advancing in their career, and what things do they have coming out that people could, you know what I mean, be on the lookout for?
Got you. So I'll touch on just like what we're telling them, because it piggybacks off of what Smitty was saying when it comes to content and back catalog, creativism, bro. Be creative. Like, you just literally create as much as you can and be in front of the camera. Let people get to know you. Like like I said, I'm analytical with the numbers. Like, it takes people like 21 impressions to like understand and know who you are. They have to see you randomly while scrolling 21 times and be willing to digest your content that many times in order for you to be imprinted in their brain. So it's like, really, bro, like, pump out content by any means necessary. Instagram's algorithm right now just wants to see your face. It doesn't care about all the glitz and glam shit. Like, instants are popping. Like, if you put an instant up, they'll put it in everybody's inbox. Everybody. It's popping right now. Like, that's where their algorithm is leaning towards. So it's like, we're telling them, like, yo, this is what you should do. Like, put your face out there, push content. You guys could talk about the releases and stuff.
Yeah, what they got? Go ahead.
No, I'll also just say it's back to just representation real quick, right? Figure out what you want to do as far as who's going to represent you. Because if you want to start having the conversations that go beyond the people that you know and meet the other people, right, that's going to help you get signed or either sign you, you got to start thinking about your representation. And then also, you want to figure out, damn it, I lost this last one. Go. Oh, communications. Oh, it's just staying in communications, right? It's building that network of people that you're getting to know and holding on to use those relationships. That's the biggest thing, because that's my role and that's one of my primary roles in this management is communications, right? I monitor who we talk to, who we know, who we've met, and we all kind of keep a track of like a running black book of contacts, because those are kind of like, we're going down to Miami or we're going to Houston. Yo, we're gonna call so and so. We gotta set this up. Boom, boom. Pick up the phone. We could do that like that. You know what I'm saying? So those two things.
Now, what about the releases, man? What about the releases? What Wills got on the way? What Fo got on the way? What AMJ got on the way? And what's the girl's name? Elaine. What they got on the way, man? What can the people look out for as far as that?
Will's got singles
Yeah,
on
he
the
gonna
way.
be dropping
He is
singles
finally
like every
opening.
week.
He opening the vault for y'all.
Dropping.
He's dropping. So hey, you don't even know when it's gonna drop. It's just gonna be there. So stay tuned for that.
AMJ, he just dropped XM Expensive Music. That dropped maybe like a month, not even a month.
Not even a month ago, but
Not even a month ago. At this point, you'll spin that shit. Him and Frizz collab on that.
Wedding.
That shit goes
Shout out
crazy.
Frizz.
Shotgun Wedding go crazy. My Name Undone. What's another one on that?
all tracks go crazy.
Stuck. Oh my God, Stuck. The visuals to Stuck just dropped too.
Word.
Check it out. Oh my, yeah,
Fo
bro.
just dropped Duck in the Flight.
Fo
Duck
just
in the
dropped
Flight.
Duck in the Flight.
Yep.
Shout
out Foundation.
Fo got shout out Foundation distribution.
What about Elaine though? Like, what's going
Hold
on?
Wait, because I ain't even done with Fo. Cause like, bro,
Jay got
this
music
nigga
too.
Fo got so much shit in the cut that like right now we doing focus groups on, like, basically figuring out which ones we gonna be dropping in which session. So like, yo, look out for Fo's drops. Like, took a little hiatus just to come back with some crazy fire. And then Elaine, bro, she's dropping. She just dropped "Growing Pains" as a single. That dropped a couple weeks ago. The video is in the works right now. We shot that like last week or maybe about 10 days ago at this time. And she got an album dropping. I believe she's dropping it September 20th. Album dropping. The album is called The Duality of Things.
Yep.
So yeah, check out for that.
She on tour right now.
Yeah, she's on. She's also on the Outpatient Summer Tour. Like I said, she got a date coming up the 18th in New Canaan at I think it's called the Sober House. I think that's what the place is called. Yeah. Pull up to that. Like I said, it's gonna be white tie event. Like this is gonna be some crazy shit. Tap into all of their handles. We're gonna send you all their handles. You can put all them shits down.
For sure.
Tap into the management group at CGEMGMT group on Instagram. Tap in with me at Biz the Manager.
Flash the manager, you already know.
Smitty D, CGE.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. Any last words you want to leave with the people?
how do we end everything we do, fellas?
Create, entice, live nice, creep a game for life.
You're
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Appreciate y'all, boys. Appreciate y'all, boys.